Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Meat here. Today we're going to continue on our quest to be Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, in this episode, we're probably going to work on kingdom management a little bit, trying to make sure our characters get higher levels when it comes to being advisors. Remember, we're at like rank 4 or less for everybody, and that's just not good. By now, supposedly, we're supposed to be at 6. I don't see how that would have happened. But we did our best. Note that I'm using mods, so stuff that I do in my game might be different than the vanilla version. Again, Eldritch Arcana being one of those things. Bag of Tricks was mostly just to set stuff to the levels that I want. But this is basically cheat, like it says, cheats and tools. Notice that we have turn-based combat. That's another biggie. So when we actually get into fighting stuff, that's a thing. So let's actually get back into it. Now, we did have a town to invade. Some bastard decided to put up shop inside my territory, the bastard. And he is a literal devil worshiping piece of shit. So I'm of a mind to kill him and possibly even the book burning bitch that's chasing him, because screw both those guys. I don't know if that's going to be an option, but if it gives me the option of killing both, I'll probably straight up kill both. They've pissed me off basically for the last time, and this is where we're at. We are, let's see, who was on my team? Okay, so there's Dora, the Sword Saint, long sword Saint, and we have, of course, a Inquisitor. This is a mercenary, Eliza. She is a monk dip monster tactician, so she can summon pets using her high wisdom because of monster tactician. An Inquisitor build that uses wisdom. And the traditional monk, she gets ridiculous armor because of that. So you see that +8 AC bonus, that's coming from the 8+ here. So any bump to wisdom bumps her protection as well. We have Proto-Lich. She is our only undead character on the team right now. Notice that she doesn't have a con stat. She is an Eldritch Scoundrel. We actually decided to take her a Purist. I forget why I decided to go Purist versus a 10-10 split so you can get Arcane Trickster in there. Probably because I wanted to see what the class had to offer at the end. And there is really good stuff. Oh, I remember now. Level 10. Advanced Talents. You wouldn't get this if you went a 10-10 split, because you do 10 levels of this one. Maybe you'd be able to. But again, this is where you would pick up those rogue talents. So you see this? So you'd have to go at least 12 levels in to get something like here. And this literally is a boon to her. So any sneak attack damage that she does, she literally does a dispelling attack at the same time. So she has a chance to dispel magic on the target by default. And then there's a couple others as well that are pretty baller. So that was the real reason for going this route. Plus the finesse training. So we're making her awesome with daggers. We're getting her awesome with rapiers. And we'll probably give her like kukris or punching daggers or something else basically here. So she can two-weapon wield and be baller at it. She gets a ton of sneak attack dice. Well, not a ton. A decent amount of sneak attack die. She has a spell that can buff that from 5d6 by the end to 10d6. And then she has gear besides, as well as a trait that allow her to push that up to 11d6 plus 11 or higher with a certain kind of gear. For example, there's a dagger out there that allows her to increase her sneak attack damage with any weapon she wields. Well, that's pretty awesome. And there's, of course, like a necklace or two out there that does the same thing. So she can have really decent sneak attack damage by the end of the build. And two-weapon fighting, improved two-weapon fighting, and greater two-weapon fighting if she can get it, which I think she can, is a solid upgrade for her. Literally allows her to do a lot of shit that she wouldn't normally be able to do. We want to keep an eye on that because, as you see, she has a base value of 16 for dexterity, a racial bonus +2, which means she's at an 18 for dex. Now, having said that, if you want greater two-weapon fighting, you need a dex of 19 to do that. Now, the good news is, for those of you that don't care, you can use, like she has, the belt on that gives her extra dex. That works for the feat requirements. I hate using that. So, if I really wanted to then, quote-unquote, natural way, where she's not relying on magical charms and gear to put her above the 18 mark to get the level 19 or higher dexterity, then I really need to put a point in dex, which will probably be here at 16. But having said that, her intelligence is a flat number right now at 18 plus 2, so she's at a 20. 2 more points at 16 and 20 would put her at a 22 naturally. That's not great, but it's not horrible by any stretch of the imaginations. And that's probably the way I was going to go with it. This is a damn shame. Now the good news is she can have, let's see, find it here, accomplished sneak attacker, two-weapon fighting. I don't think I can get greater two-weapon fighting down here, but I don't know that off the top of my head. But there is the potential for her to grab weapons that do speed. You see that here for Edict, the dagger. Literally allows her to get 2 attacks turns into 3 attacks. So again, that's something we could do. Obviously, greater speed would be better, but there's only one weapon out there that does greater speed, and it's a Sai, and I'm more likely to give it to our monk, who can literally monk it up like crazy, because then she would get not only her flurry of blows, extra attack, 2 extra attacks from greater speed, and then her natural attacks, which means by the end of the build she could probably get, what, 4, 5, 6 attacks in one combat round with one hand, using nothing but the Sai, the greater speed Sai. So that's something that we could do. So I just may keep her the way she is. Now notice that we're right here working our way towards Brineheart. Stop it. How do we get there? Oh hell, gotta hop across the bridge. There we go. And this, there's a quick save. Looks like someone's robbing someone's car outside. Oh, let's see. So we're definitely going to be in a fight of some kind. So if it gives us the option to, we're going to buff up. That's something that we should do immediately, I think. And we're going to do at least our long-lasting buffs, not necessarily the haste and the stuff that's 1 round per caster level, but the stuff that's at least a min per. Yeah, here we go. So let's actually do that properly. So here's my character. Make sure I don't have anything on like rods for these characters.
I stand ready. All this waiting.
Ah, you cheater.
You require my assistance? So, any
Doesn't have any belt components? What the hell's going on with you, buddy? Let's give you something of use at least. Let's go by type. Elemental, he doesn't do elemental anything. Let's give him at least a couple acid flasks. Come on. He can throw them. Those are bombs, right here, proper, as far as he's concerned. Throw weapons at me. We're going to shut this off for him right now. I don't think we're fighting Faye, but the ultrasound arrows are, again, extra damage for him. On that, though, let's actually give him his bark skin. And more growth for our buddy. Shame he doesn't actually get bigger when they do that. We'll keep the sense vitals for now, but hurricane bow is a solid upgrade for him as well. As an acid maw for his pet. We'll even give him his greater long strike. That's a solid buff. Now he has, of course, instant enemy, but I might want to hold off on that just for the time.
Share your troubles.
All you do is a bless spell, buddy. Give yourself a shield of faith. Give one to Ekin as well. I don't want to get hurt. We're still within our territory? No, we are not. Oh, he is outside of our territory. My apologies. Here I am bitching about how he's taken over my land, and he's not. But that means we need to buff up with delay poison, which is the reason that was important. Let's give him some magical investment. Not that I really worry about Tristan being smacked around, but he is in the back. He still can get hurt. Dexterity, mutagen. Buff yourself up with a shield spell, please. The same with Vicious Retreat. And Blur. And give yourself Cat's Grace as well. Give yourself a shield spell to this guy. It's one of the reasons I love Jubilots, because his infusions now can be cast on other people. So literally spells that are normally personal effect spells can be cast on anybody. So I can give shield spells to clerics or rangers now, which is freaking awesome. Let's give him some good crappy. The wings, I'm going to give wings to her. And I'm going to give heroism to myself.
Battles
good for
await.
you. Shield spell for yourself. Blur spell for yourself. That's going to have to hold off for now.
Our time has
you,
come.
madam, you have a shield of faith. You, me. Her baby makes 3. Give yourself a weapon of awe upgrade as well. Lasts for several minutes. It's just like a +2 to damage, and if she crits, she has a chance to basically scare the target. Magic investment of armor. Give one to yourself and one to me, if you would. My turn. Shield. Blur for myself. Blur for her. Full strength for myself. I think Jubilots is full strength. Give her wings. Give myself the better wings, the one that lasts longer. Jubilots, you have another Cat's Grace.
This? Where is the lavish dining, the festivals? place barely merits a footnote in my compendium.
Alright, we'll quick save that mess. Let's take a quick gander at our characters as we do this. So again, rocking pretty good protections. Notice I have bull strength because my belt was only a +2 to strength, dex, and con. So bull strength was for a reason. Same with cat's grace. Again, they don't stack. It's just whichever is the best. But I'll take a +4 versus a +2 any day. Again, more strength, more dex as far as bonuses, which means better reflexes, better chances to hit, better damage output. Again, all good things. Better armor. So again, a solid choice for my character.
Together
I am
we
rocking
stand.
even better armor with her because of her traditional monk. So when she literally... Oh, I could have cast cat's grace on her. Wow. Hadn't thought of that. She's got the strength belt on. See that? Korgash Shackle Fury. Nothing for con, nothing for dex, but she definitely could use that. Do I have another... No, I don't.
I'm listening.
Anyone else with cat's
Open to
grace?
your orders.
Quiet. I'm
No.
thinking.
That was my bad. Anywho, this character is doing okay. She's the most susceptible, I guess, of my front rank. But being undead, she's immune to a lot of stuff as well. So extremely valuable to have her up there. And her extra attacks around allows her to seriously sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. So that's the real reason we're taking her in front. Other than the fact we already have 3 people.
Stand with me.
Looks like we're messing people up already. Okay, what do we got here? We're facing off against mercenaries, Hell Knights. So we're basically helping the Hell Knights right now. And again, I'm okay with that. We got lots of mercenaries in the back ranks here. Let's do a controlled fireball on these doofuses. Should leave the other guys alone. Do solid damage besides. And I'll come on over here to make sure I'm up into his grill. Go ahead, Hell Knights, do your thing. Oakbow, can you charge him? Sure can. And knock him on his butt. Mercenary attacking with their bows. Oh, you like bows, huh? Look, guess what? I got a buddy. He likes bows too. Kill the closest guy first. Ground. Next guy. Oh, you're just losing all kinds of people. Nice. Yeah, apparently there's more fighting that way. Eliza, you come all the way over here with the movement you got on you, thanks to those 3
Strike
wings.
as one.
At least hit him once. See the effect that she put on him? That aura? That literally came from a failed will saving throw because of her bogeyman's robes. The bogeyman literally allows her to intimidate them, or scare them, I should say, fear them. And as such, that's the aura you're seeing off that guy. So literally, and also did an intimidation check on him as well, and succeeded on that too. So either way, he was probably going to be scared, which is a solid choice. I'm going to move her straight up here because I got a feeling that we're going to be running into battle that way. Let's actually put out some skeletons that way. Unveil that part of the map. Ooh, lots of stuff coming our way. It's a little funny that they come backwards. Maybe it's the distance. I should have put them a little farther out. Juby, you can come all the way over here. And
A
take out that
clever
mercenary.
ploy.
There's 2 of them there, see that? And now there's not. Good work, Juby. Okay, Tristan, he ain't gonna get much of an attack round, but he could cast, say, a fireball spell, perhaps. He's got one of those. And just out of range for the other doofuses. Look at that. So again, if it hit them, that would be bad, right? So we're trying not to hurt the people that we're supposed to care about. Wasn't epic loot damage, but these guys are dodging, so they're clearly reflex-based bad guys. Which makes sense. They're probably rogues or something similar. Which, by the way, check on that. Not that. Check on this. See what kind of mercenaries we're dealing with here. Hell Knights are taking it on the chin. So again, this little icon down here, for those of you that don't know, this is the inspect button, something they added after the initial game release. A lot of people don't know about this one. If you activate that, it's basically a permanent on, and if you have scanned these people and inspected them, so to speak, whether you fought mercenaries in the past or in the future, or not future, in the past or currently, you literally can find out what their stats are. The better your scans are, the better information you get. So you see, we actually scan these guys so good that we know everything about them. We know all their features and abilities, their offensive abilities, their defensive abilities, all their general information about them, any effects that they have currently on them, and that includes penalties that we may have buffed or debuffed them with. So this guy is literally a lawful neutral fighter. You'll notice that. This guy here, lawful neutral gnome fighter, lawful neutral human fighter, human. So again, it looks like we're on the wrong side of the combat here. Now the Hell Knights, they won't let us scan them because they are our allies, which kind of straight up sucks, quite frankly. So that's a thing we have to deal with. I'm going to come up here.
You should have run!
At least get an attack off.
Strike!
Even if it's just the one. Mostly for flanking purposes. Bakbo, can you get all the way over here? No, you can't because you're a dumb-ass dog. Okay, so come over to this side. Flank that doofus. Ekin. Now he's always in the farthest reaches of the damn map, which is why I gave him the greater long stride ability. That increases his movement by 20. So you see how big that circle is? That's how far he can move in a combat round. Normally it'd be like this half. It'd be, well, maybe a little more than half the distance between him and that end of that circle. But this allows him to close the gap, so to speak, and then we can do stuff like still attack. Now, granted, you only get one attack, but as you can see, he capitalizes on those attacks. So at the very least, we do want him at least swinging at least once. Liza, she can summon pets of her own, but she also has this kick-ass ability to straight up just hurt guys. Just do a little fire damage on him. Boom. Proto, you come all the way over here. Why are they bugging out about that mess over there? I have no idea, but that's definitely weird. From here, I'd like to light these guys up. Is it possible for me to hit them with acidic spray and not hit my main character? Barely. See that? See the circle under my feet here spinning? So the goal is to get everybody over here, including this guy, lit up without affecting me. So you want to just a tiniest bit. Boom, nice solid hit, kiddo. Now that's not sneak attackable for her build, but that's okay. Still solid acid damage, and it should hit twice if they failed their save, which I think only one of them did. Juby, he can come on over here now. He gets to have all kinds of fun with his bombs. Mess these guys up.
Primitives.
Boom, 80 damage. Oh yeah. Oh, that guy's dead. He could have attacked more, but once you pick a target, he just goes all in on that target until it dies. He does not switch targets with his bombs, which is kind of a bummer, I must admit. But it's what it is. Let's see, from here. Let's do this. Oh, boom! You lost all kinds of buddies on the battlefield. You all alone. That's an opportunity. Now, before we start talking to these dudes, you know I want to loot some bodies. I feel bad about taking out lawful neutral mercenaries, so that seems weird. Didn't even give me a choice either. We were in the fight immediately.
I'm there.
So before we do any of that talking to her or them, we're going to scope out the area here real quick. Make sure we're not missing out on some epic loot. They even had a little boat area. Ah, I feel bad for killing the people. Alright. Helmet. Wait, not. Darven. Darven will pay for everything. Yep. Okay, looks like we are still heading out. So there's probably more fights up ahead.
I'm off.
Linxia. So you decided to show up after all, just in time. I may require reinforcements. Yeah, you bitch. Well, this is an unlucky twist, unless, Darven grants you'd like to earn a little gold instead. Oh, Linxia, let's kill this criminal together. Lawful neutral is what I am, or what I aspired to be. I think I actually picked lawful good on this build, now that I think about it. But I like neutral good. Stop now, it's not too late to resolve this peacefully. What is this? Cowardice or betrayal? Clearly I should not have relied on your honesty. Hell Knight's charged. Oh, okay, bitch. I guess we're killing all of you now. That's how that's going to be. Oh, now I guess we're on Darven's side. We just murdered all his mercenary buddies. This is a weird twist, man. Why that one comment was enough to turn her against us, I don't know. But it's what it is. So let's... we got slowed. Oof. That's not good. Ekin. You can reach guys from here and start shooting.
run.
Okay, at least he made his save against slow. What about we slow them as well? We still take away their haste spell. Or counters, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like this guy made his check. See how he's still swirling with haste? Same with this character here, Linxia. Well, that helps at least when he's getting crazy attacks from the hasted people. Procho, she got slowed. See that? She doesn't have movement for sure. Yeah. But that still allows her to attack. So, what might she attack with? How about a... I see prison. Well, let's do a little inspect on this. What do we know about you, Linxia? Lawful evil, human inquisitor. Yeah, okay, see, so we're making a good choice at killing her, then I don't mind this so much. She has reflexes of 11. Not bad. And a will of 16. Sorry, I needed to check that because, again, this is a will save versus this, which is a reflex save. That's why I took two different types of paralysis spells. Always a boon. She still made it, though. But I think she will be slowed down at least a little bit, or at the very least take damage during the duration of that spell. Let's keep an eye out to see if it actually does chime in that she takes cold damage every round. I think that might still be a thing. Looks like our skeleton army is working their way up towards us. Eliza. You can come over here, Honey Bear, and I want you to, instead of working on these guys, I want you just to slow them down with your pets. No, not the Burlani. Axiom mice. No, we're not protected from electric. Bogeyman. Here you go. One big tough son of a bitch right in front of him. Thank you, madam.
Do not
go help him out
hold
too.
back.
Let's see here. Hopefully we didn't get hit with that damn attack of hers. The Bogeyman. I don't know that he can't hurt us with that crushing despair. Normally you can. It's not a teammate friendly spell, so even if he's summoned, it still could be something that could impact us. That was my worry. Jubilost, you're ready to rock and or roll. How about you start bombing the knights? 80 damage could take out some of that damage. Go a little more graphic, you son of a bitch. Alright, skeletons are here. Oh, Shield of Faith guy coming up with a big ass pokey stick. Guy running up our back flank towards Ekin. I got my pet back here. Well, she's doing work on Darven. What did they cast? Cast another slow spell. Holy hell, these guys really want us to be crawling. Tristan. You have skeletons too, don't you, buddy? You do. Thanks, bro. Then work your way up here because we may need to AoE heal some shit. This will give everyone a chance to step sideways and kill that son of a bitch. They're doing work on Darven. Alright, come over here, Akbo. End your turn. Ekin, 5-foot stutter step if you would away from that fool. Shoot.
A troop.
Boom, there you go. That dude got some armor on him. What was that? 25. What the hell, man? Okay. Well, people roll bad. I can't complain. They got me with a slow spell, though. You see that? Bastards. Alright. 5-foot stutter step that away. And I can do what? First I'll activate that, because I won't have the damn pet out. That would have been a better choice for me. Could actually have avoided some of that slow effect, maybe. I don't have any single target shit on my build, I don't think. Right now, anyway. Yeah, it's all, well, except for the melee touch attack stuff, obviously. But I could help out by doing, say, this. Got one of them. This guy's effectively blind for the duration of that spell. This guy's just coated, so he can't go invisible on me, but still helpful. That's right, you deal with the skeletons. They'll have fun with you. Ooh, he's a stabby son of a bitch. What the hell, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. He really wanted to do some damage. Okay, so Proto-Lich has been slowed. But she's got pets up in here, and I think we could probably have some fun busting her up with one of those. Oh yeah, she's down. So say Linxia. Bye. Alright, come on, skeletons. I don't need much from you, but I do
We
need to be
shall
helpful.
overcome.
Smack that face. Try to kill him. Look at you with your bogeyman abilities.
Fine use of my talents.
Boom. Bam. Pow. Oh, they just paralyzed that guy. Well, shit on me. Tristan, do you have a way to cure that? Let's remove fear. Death board, freedom of movement. That might work. Thought it would. Maybe it doesn't kick in until next round, or maybe it just swirls on him until the duration wears off and he's protected from it. We shall see. Come over here. Fortunately, we got the pets over here to help them out, so we're not too about the paralysis. That's just straight up annoying. Ooh, just brutal damage. Buckbow, eat this dude's face off. Man, that slow spell just screwed us.
Good.
Yeah, he's still effective, but he can still do his thing. Okay. Yeah. Nice try there. Dorraj's turn. I see this doofus over here being a problem. I'm gonna come over this way. Man, slow sucks. Proto. We have a haste on it. We gotta fire that shit on. There we go. Liza. Clubby. Oh, this is mean. Alright. Bogeyman's slow. It's going to work his way that way. Jubilos.
Clever ploy.
One of the last ones we have left. Oh yeah, come again. Nice work, Juby. Last Hell Knight. Oh, paralyzed. Holy hell, he's good at that. Tristan, I don't care about wasting another spell on that. Why don't you just come over here and we found out yesterday something. So why don't we do auto hit? Boom, there's some damage. Skeletons can go in and do some work. Let me get out of here. Yeah! Good work, team. Defeat Linxia. Apparently that was part of our goals. Let's actually take a quick gander at that goal. We deal with the devil. Here it is. Okay. Linxia tried to establish her own rules here and kept getting on our nerves. It's time to explain to that book burner that she's not welcome here. So, okay, we're actually alright with this choice. Still don't like having this doofus in my area. He's a devil worshiper. You know what that means. It means he worships devils. That's what it means. Pretty self-explanatory, I thought. But we got all the loots.
In due time.
Nothing else here to steal, pilfer, take.
Follow if you dare.
Kind of a nothing little town. You got a big building and a few smaller buildings. I guess that's all you really need.
I'm there.
But what do you say about this there, Darven? Darven stands over Linxia's body in silence, and an expression of deep contemplation frozen on his face. A few minutes later, he's grinning and brushing his hair with his fingers. You know, I've dreamt of this moment so many times, all my feelings seem burnt out. After so many years, my hunter is finally dead, and I stand over her dead body, making speeches full of pathos, melodramatic wisdom, and self-praise. But you know what? She deserves none of it. She who lived so wickedly cannot die an honest death. Darven turns calmly away from the dead Linxia as if he's forgotten she ever existed at all. First you strike a deal with me, then you betray me, and finally you help me again. I just can't understand you. Darven looks at you with narrowed eyes and sighs. But any help must be repaid. Please take this modest sum as a compensation for your efforts. Alas, I cannot offer more. 25 grand will do. And with that, I shall bid you farewell. Unfortunately, I cannot establish Breinhardt under such circumstances. Alas, my dream of having my own kingdom will have to remain but a dream, at least for the moment. Where are you heading now? Darven shrugs. West, or perhaps south, somewhere warm where the sea waves can lap at my feet. Perhaps I'll become captain of a pirate ship again. Who knows? Are you afraid of Mammon's wrath? The archdevil is angry with me. This is true. I failed to build Breinhardt in time and thus incurred Mammon's wrath. Well, let's wish him luck in his search. Linxia has been chasing me for years and only managed to catch up with me only because I stopped to wait for her. I even slightly curious. How would an archdevil manage the task? You're a criminal and a devil worshiper. I cannot leave you alive. Accept your punishment with honor if you can. We already got his money. And it's lawful good. So the game says I can do this and be a good person. You saved me from Linxia only to kill me yourself. But why? Because fuck you. That's why. Because you probably have loot on you. And I want it. Give it. Unfortunately, our pets are still out here to
Cannot hide
dish
from
out
me.
some damage. Ooh, darn it. Piece of shit. And that's the name of that tune. Stealing all your loot. Taking over your capital. These are the way of things. Alright. So, feel good about that. What did that turn into for our story? Deal with the devil. With the conclusion of Linxia's investigation, for the developments, talk to Linxia, defeat the Hell Knights, wait for the developments, go to Breinhardt, defeat Linxia. We're all good. The story, I love the way that Lindsay writes this shit. The story of the conflict between Darven and Linxia ended with the absolute victory of our leader. It's because, of course, we won and they're dead. We get to say what we want. From this story, one can draw some interesting conclusions. Don't make any agreements with suspicious persons, especially Mama. Hell Knights are extremely tough, and it's best not to stand in their way. And most importantly, our leader is much tougher than all of them combined. Damn Skippy. Screw you guys. Y'all suck. That's what you get for being jerks in my kingdom. Well, alright team. We got more loot to sell. And some decent cloaks of resistance +4. Holy hell. Let's actually take a look at this most recent loot acquisition. We have a Wand of Greater Invis. Well, hail to the yeah. Grab that shit. I have a Cloak of Resistance +4. I'm sure someone can use that shit. Shadows. There you go. Upgrade. You're rocking a +4 already. We got Cloak of Resistance +1, Natural Armor +2, Wisdom +2, Swift to Boots. Hey, he's got some boots. Who needs booties? I have Manticore Skin boots already. Nice. She has Opportunist boots. She's got boots of Elven kind for mobility checks, but... And she also has Wanderlust and a Fly spell on her. So she's rocking a 70. She's fine. Jubilos has his Swift boots already. Let's give him to Tristan. He's not getting any benefit because of the haste effect on him, but once haste wears off, he'll be at a 40 instead of a 30. That's not bad. Credible Dexterity +4. Okay, now we're talking. Who's got that? You got that one. You got, what, +4, 4. +4, 4. +6 for Strength. And a 2, 2, and a 2. That's so material. Protection +4 on the other hand. Someone can use that. What is she rocking? Sentinel. Paragon of Winter. She could use it, but remember she has the ability to cast Shield of Faith on herself. That's a deflection bonus already. So she's probably already getting a +3 or +4. Where are you at there, deflection? +4, Shield of Faith. So this is the same as this. Now, having said that, that means she doesn't have to waste that spell on herself anymore. She can use it to buff, say, me, and then her, and then she'll be at a solid +4. So there's no reason not to equip that on her. But I will check to make sure that someone else could use it. Energy Source twice. Ring of Luck, Ring of Protection. Here you go, Ekin. And the reason he's not seeing an increase is because he has Shield of Faith on him as well, because Tristan cast it on him. But again, when we run out of spells, they're still protected. That's the goal. We have some Mithril Chain Shirt +2. Now that's not bad. Notice that that's a light armor equipable item, and it's Mithril, and therefore the arcane spell failure is a 10. This is something I could give Octavia. Remember, she has the arcane armor training that takes that 10% arcane spell failure for any armor she could wear and takes it away, or lowers it by 10%. Let's just say it that way. So 10% minus 10% is down to 0. So she could wear this and therefore not have to wear bracers of armor class or cast mage armor on herself, and she still gets a solid dexterity bonus here. The +6 is available to her because it's Mithril. This is a solid upgrade. Chain Shirt, on the other hand, would be bad for her because, again, it's a 20 minus 10, so it'd still be a 10% chance of her failing all her spells, and that's just nothing I can tolerate. We have plenty of stuff to sell. A punching dagger +3 we might keep. Might be something I actually give to her just to put it away so I don't lose it. She has a rapier. Ooh, a keen rapier, no less. Yeah, matter of fact, why don't you do that, kid? Keen rapier that up. This is probably what that combo the other guy was using. The Darven guy. Keen rapier in one hand and a punching dagger in the other. He had lots of attacks. So she's only getting 4 attacks, but a really good crit range on one, and when the other one does crit, it's going to crit hard. So again, a solid choice for her. And again, I may do, she has finesse training in daggers and rapiers, and I may do punching daggers as her other, which means that her dex modifier here will go into her damage output. So a solid choice for her. Okay, let's go back to this again. We got a couple of falchions. The longbow we can sell. We have a potion of bark skin that he will use to great effect. Cloak resistance +3. I'm sure we can give that to someone back in our base. Bunch of lame ass gear here, probably from the earlier fight. Giant strength +4, though that's not bad. Heavy shield +2 is not horrible. All just longsword +1s, right? Just proving to myself there's not like a flaming longsword of awesome in here. Long spear, flaming longsword. Now we're talking. I was just kidding. But we have a speed necrotic longsword. I got longsword +3 versus a, what was that one? Where'd it go? Here, flaming longsword +2. Now, you may say, well, can't you turn your flaming, your longsword +3 into a flaming longsword? I am a sword saint after all. I have the Magus ability to set it on fire, make it cold, electric. Sure. And again, this then is comparable to this longsword +3. And it may not look like it because this one hits better. It is a +3 versus a +2. This one does 1d6 extra damage of fire. This one does not. Again, I could set this one on fire, or I could increase this one another +1. So again, same. These are basically the equivalent. But my point is this: look at the how much they sell for. They're actually the same price, right? Which is weird. But again, you would assume that you'd want the flaming one, wouldn't you? Well, not necessarily. Again, if I come across somebody that's fire resistant, or God forbid heals from fire damage, then I want the longsword +3 so I can turn it into, say, a cold longsword +3 or a electric longsword +3. So again, this is a solid upgrade normally. But since I'm a Magus, I have the ability to change shit up. But I have a cold iron longsword +1. Still want to keep that one. So I'll probably sell that off. But that's still cool. Headband Inspired Wisdom. Long spears, bunch of magic ring stuff. We got some full plate +1. We got a lot of stuff to sell. Well, all right. Let's go by price again. Ooh, and I didn't. Oh, I already knew this. This is a gift from one of our vendors, right? What do you call them? Our artisans. Mighty Constitution +6, physical form +4. That should be for somebody back home. If I can think of anyone back home that could use the flaming longsword, though, I will give it to them. Well, not bad. We did a pretty good haul there, and again, I held true to my original stance that I wanted to kill both. She was clearly evil. It was weird that he was lawful neutral, or at least his mercenaries were. I didn't actually check him out. But the lawful good option of killing him was there. And I know that sounds like a horrible thing to say, but again, I side with that argument. He's a devil worshiping piece of shit, and I don't want that on the borders of my kingdom. So, screw you. And if Mama wants to be a dick about it and come and try to take me on, I'll kick his ass too. I ain't scared of no damn devil. Suck it, loser. Alright, so here we are back at our base. Let's sell off our gear first and give us a good idea how much cash we got on hand. And then we can probably just fast forward some days, maybe rank someone up 14-day increments. That's a solid upgrade. Hell, maybe even just upgrade a territory. Those are 7 days now instead of 14. That could come in super handy right now. So that might be the goal then. The beginning of the month we'll do the 14-day increments, and at the end of the month we'll do like 7-day increments of the upgrading of the territories. The reason for that is there's special upgrades for each territory. You can only upgrade them, I think, twice, even though they usually have like 3 or 4 things that you can upgrade them with. And having said that, that could be a problem. Let's see what you have. Offer all my good. Keep that short sword. Remember, we have the spell component ability. No one's going to use that fervent edge. No one's going to use it. Well, let's not say nobody, because that's a speed composite longbow +2. That's a pretty nice upgrade. Keeping the gloves. I don't think anyone's needs that long sword. No one's going to use the luck bonus from the headband, I don't think. Ring of protection could be useful. Oh, wait, whoa, that's a full plate +4. I didn't even notice that. Intelligence +4, we can get rid of that. There's a belt. Strength belt. I'm keeping these two because these are probably useful for somebody, if at least that one. Probably not the con. Ring of Reckless Courage, keeping that. Keeping all our robes. Keeping all our wands and such. We'll see if anyone can need a upgrade for a cloak. Ring of Protection +2 and the Natural Armor +2. We'll get rid of those. Ring of Luck, get rid of that. Keeping this. I may put that on Ekondayo. Maybe. Heavy Shield +2, pass. Inspired Wisdoms, pass. All these full plate +1s we can get rid of. They're heavy anyway. Purple Worm Cut. Ew. Composite Longbows, get rid of them. Short sword +1, get rid of it. All these normal long swords, get rid of that. Long spears +1. Falchions +1. Bunch of rings of protection. And breastplates +1. Chain shirts +1. Book of Resistance. Holy hell. Sell all that shit. Oh, good lord. Do we have anything else here? Lord Protector, we don't need that. We've already decided that. Flaming Dagger, keeping it. Keen Scythe, keeping it. Shock Dagger, keeping it. Speed Composite, keeping it. Okay, armor-wise, full plate, Mithril Chain Shirt. That may be useful, may not, but we'll decide later. I'm okay with keeping all those things. And all this stuff, and then everything else is just going to be food and items and such. So, yeah, we'll keep all that. I'm still good on camping supplies, too. Notice the best gear he has is still the stuff that we gave him. So, nothing should be on this list, I don't think. That'll be something that would benefit us. So that's fine. And I don't mind that. I'm just saying that that's something of concern. Is there any journal updates where we have to go talk to anybody? Annexation, building your kingdom. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it looks like we're current. Well, alright. Inside we go. Oh, actually, while we're thinking about it, before going inside, might as well just decide if we can give this to other people. So composite, speed composite longbow. He has a Devourer of Metal, so it does more damage. So you see the 5 to 25 versus 3 to 10. But this would give him an extra attack around. And that might be worth doing, because his attacks are doing considerable damage. Even this one would do 20 to 27. So losing that, well, 2d6 for every attack. Nah, probably not. Okay, so not him. Not you. You're blind. I can't imagine you using a bow. She could, and that would change out her shock-like crossbow. She'd get an extra attack. She could sneak attack, of course, with it. Yeah, maybe no. Deflect arrows. Deflect arrows. That's some good information right there. Hint 1k. Excuse me. She doesn't do ranged anything unless she's using spells. Lindsay can't use it because it's a longbow versus a short bow. She's skilled with short bows. So no on her. He's not going to use it. Jaethel could. And it would give her a ranged a weapon. Matter of fact, I don't mind that idea. She is strong. Her Her dex is not stellar, but the ability to as it's composite, to do extra damage is not unheard of. I am looking also for her. I think she's a short bow person as well. Oh yeah. And now gear. Do I want to have her take off the robe of transmutation for the mithril chain shirt? She would lose the bracers of armor class +5, but she gets 6 armor this way. She could put something else on for the armor, like something like that would allow her to shoot better with bows. That's not the worst idea ever. I think we'll just keep that on our list of things that she could wear. Gear wise, he's got a deflection +2. Here's a deflection or +3. She could definitely use that upgrade. Solid. Cloak of Heroism, sure. He's got his Shroud of Abaddon on. Who has a cloak for 2? Here you go, buddy. Nicer little gibs for you. What else we got? We got Val. She's got the Heroism cloak. +2 turns into +3. It's not amazing upgrades, but it allows me to sell this stuff off. Now I'm looking for physical form. Okay, so physical form is a what kind of an upgrade? A Dex Con. Who would that benefit? He's Strength Con. Actually, I'd rather give him a Strength Dex upgrade, quite frankly. He's Dex Con right now, so he's got that same exact belt. He's a Dex Con. He's got the same exact belt. She doesn't need Con because she's undead. She could use it, but then she loses her Strength upgrade. That's something. Because she is a strength-based character, in my opinion. Linxia Love. She has the Sash of Slash, so this would lower her Dex, but would increase her Con. We already had that on her, I think, before, though. And said that was a bad idea. He could take it, but then he would lose his Strength. His Dex, his Con would stay the same, his Dex would go up. Yeah, pass. She doesn't need Con, she's undead as well. She likes having the belt of Strength. And the Inherent Cautious. Where the hell did that come from? Cautious. Is that this? I don't know where that comes from. Anyone know where that is? Inherent Cautious. This? No. Good bastard sword though. That's +6 bastard swords. This is +6 charisma use of a nice weapon, and she likes bastard swords. So this stat of hers, her charisma. Remember, she's an advisor. This is something that she keys off of her advising. Having said that, where is she getting this extra 2 dexterity? I don't understand Inherent Cautious. Dragon Scale Plate. Force Knight's Bracers. Can't be from that. Can't be from the Thorny Ring. I don't understand it. Doesn't say anything about being cautious on this thing. Is it this? No. What the hell? Let's take a look at Val. Cautious. I don't understand that. It's not a feat that I'm aware of. There's a Cautious Fighter feat, but that's only for halflings. So it's not that. Did we take something in here? Oh, maybe it's because of she's as a fighter. She got it for free as an upgrade of some kind. Penetrating strike, missile, no. Barrier. No. Armor training. Sorry guys, this bugs me when I don't know stuff. Total cover. Tower shield defense. Tower shield specialists. Anyway, well, whatever. Free shit's free. Ain't gonna complain. Inside we go. And yes, we did swap out stuff that we can sell, but remember there's a vendor inside too in the form of Jod. And Jod can actually sell stuff. So, right here, we're back. So if we click on Jod here,
I serve you?
get his skills as a cleric, and we can sell off stuff that we don't care about anymore. Like... Throw change here. Oh, no, I want to keep that. What's this stuff, right? Physical form belt, no one wanted. No one needs ring of protection +2, and no one needs these other 2 lame-ass cloaks. We'll keep the Cloak of Heroism because that's still useful to me. You can put that on, cast a spell, take it right to hell, back off. I got good wings still. Remember, my wings are based on an hour per caster level. That's one of the reasons I cast the good one on myself. So when I literally take a knee, I'll still have these. But we can actually check our kingdom real quick here first. Okay, 5 days is the earliest. I had some rank ups it looks like I was working on. Yeah, I'd like to put him on that to get him up to a rank 3. So we're going to take that off for now. Economy stuff. The region upgrades, these are the ones like I was telling you are 7 days. The end of the month, not this end. Halfway through the month. I would like to use these ones. Because now they're only 7 days. I can zip 7 days and still have time to react to stuff that shows up. But there's choices here. So again, if you go to your map, every territory that we have a town in, whether it's a village, a town, or a city, okay, like Dorraj is our capital. Varnhold is another city, I believe. As such, we can go there and you can actually upgrade them. They'll have like a, oh, you have the choice of making this happen. And I know it sounds weird, but see if I can find one. Here's you go. Only one upgrade can be chosen for this region. So we have an unknown upgrade that we haven't done yet in Bread and Circuses. So again, that's this guy here. Now, I can't tell you what Bread and Circuses does. You can look this up online, though. I also want to know what the other upgrade is, too, before I make that decision. But I believe it's 2 or 3 per territory that you can research. And then you decide. So don't research it because it's time-consuming, obviously. Like this one here is for the Magic of Abandoned Keep. Where's Abandoned Keep located? Is that technically... Here's Abandoned Keep, so that would be the South Nar Marches. So the Magic of Candlemere Tower is already something that we can pick. See that? That's kind of cool. I wonder if that's what that means. Magic of Candlemere Tower. And again, the Magic of the... Oh, no, this is the Magic of the Abandoned Keep. The Abandoned Keep, where is that? That's this over here. So that might be either the south or the dire. Probably still south. And again, will it tell us what it gives us? Yeah, right here. Effect. +2 arcane to Academies of Magic, +1 arcane to Mage Towers. Everywhere in the kingdom. Boom. If you want an arcane upgrade, that's this stuff here. This is a good way to do that, right? What are the other ones that we have in these areas? Aristil's Holy Place, +2 sacred bonus to attacks and damage against animals and magical beings while within the kingdom. Remember, we have that immunity to poison in our kingdom. This is another example of a kingdom-wide buff. As long as you're in your kingdom, animals stand no chance. A better chance to hit them and then more damage output. And it's a sacred bonus, so it's a more common, a less common, bonus, and therefore will stack with other bonuses, so unless it's a sacred bonus as well. So that's a solid upgrade for all your team. Notice that also provides +5 bonus to lore nature checks while within the kingdom. Again, a solid boon for when you want to skin animals or do lore nature checks in general. A solid upgrade. Again, that would be something that you could research, and then you have to, I believe, pick it. And what was that one for again? That was Aristil's Holy Place, North Nile Marches. So literally, map. Tatzel for it here. Does it have any yet? We haven't researched any at all, so that'd be something to research at least to get it as a choice. Other ones. Royal Hunting Grounds. These people are all busy. Royal Hunting Grounds. That's going to be in our territory, I'm fairly certain, and it specifically tells you there is no special effect. Again, why would you do that then? What's the next one? Trading Ground. There is no special effect. This is for Oleg, making his capital better, or his merchant area better. And it seems weird that there's no special upgrade for that. Now maybe, and I will say this as a maybe doing these things will help you get the quote-unquote perfect ending. Because again, making Oleg happy is, he is your main dude, right? He's the one that basically, harbored you as a fugitive, well, not a fugitive, but it helped you out against those bandits at the very beginning in Chapter 1. Helping him and his missus isn't the worst idea ever. And again, it's a lot of EP is the only real issue that I have with stuff like this. Jewelry Center. Now this could be cool. Attracts jewelry makers to the region. I have no idea what that means. Maybe that means we get to make shops where we actually get to make jewelry, though. as far as your kingdom, your city, towns, and villages. If you can make a jeweler, that could be more BP. Sorry, not more BP. Well, it could be more BP, but more economy, for instance. Or maybe relations are better because people are happy because they got pretty stuff. I don't know. Culture could be more culture. And again, that could be okay. So I'm not adverse to that. Now, again, I don't know where this is built. Oh, Silver Step. It says right there. Nice. Enigmatic Tales, another one for Silver Step. Now, this one is a solid upgrade. Each cathedral in the kingdom provides +3 divine. That's a huge boost to this guy. And each magical academy provides +3 arcane. So that's a solid upgrade if you want these two to go high. Magical Candlemeter Tower. That's the one that I was thinking of working on. +3 bonus for the Magister to take advantage of the opportunities in this and all adjacent regions. So this would be Candlemeter Tower. So again, Candlemeter Tower is the South Gnarl Marches. So anything touching South Gnarl Marches, if a Magister is doing a job, one of these things here, in that area where there's a die roll, they get a +3 to that roll, is the point. Mage Towers provide an additional +1 to Divine and Arcane. Again, that's nice, not amazing, but again, a +1 for 2 different stats here, Divine and Arcane. That's a solid upgrade. And you're probably going to put Mage Towers up in a lot of places. Now, the downside is, I think you can only put Mage Towers up in towns, or better, so towns and cities. And while I think we can make almost everything a town, we can only make like 3 cities. I think best case scenario in this game. We already have 2. One is given to us. No, actually, I take that back. We might not be able to make 3 town or cities. I think 3 cities are gifted to us. We'll rephrase. 1 is your main capital. Obviously, you're going to make that a city. The next one is the one right next to us that we took over. What the fuck is it called? Not Dudsword. Varnhold. Varnhold, I believe, starts off as a city. You're just given it, and it's a city, which is awesome. And then the next one is going to be Pitax. So that's 3 cities right there, and I think that's it. I don't think you get to make any more. Bread and Circuses, this is one that we still have to research. On this one, oh, here you go. What does it do? Any building in the town that provides a bonus to either community or loyalty also provides 1 economy. So economy will get jacked. The economy is already looking good. So I don't say as I need this one, but I'm not going to say I don't need it. It's a massive cost, though. So we have to decide on stuff like this, is my point. We still have curses to work on. As you can see, we don't have curses being worked on right now, and that's probably a mistake. But remember, we don't want to take both Jod and Octavia to do it. Notice that Octavia's at a +15, Jod is at a +10. While I don't care because there's no die roll here, I do care in that I can't upgrade him while he's working on the curse. So, 60 days of him doing jack all but working on a curse that he's clearly going to pass once he finishes it. That's not a problem. But I could have just easily put her on it and could be working on things like rank up for Jod. What is Jod? He is the... There you go. High Priest. And again, that would take his divine rank from 3 to 4. This is the only way to get him up. Well, one of the only ways to get him up in stat. Okay, because he's a non-player character. So again, that sucks. Octavia, I can just give her more gear to bust her charisma or her intelligence or whatever the hell her stat is that she's working off of as the Magister. It's probably intelligence, but I don't know that for a fact. But that's a solid upgrade. I wish these pop-up menus would tell you what the rank stat is. You know, like it's an intelligence-based character, so you would know that shit. But again, you can Google that shit and find it out. But the point is I'd rather do it this way because, again, I'd rather rank him up to get him better sooner. Because, again, we're about to hit that wall where I had the problems of just so many problems coming to crush us in the face. So that's probably where I'll put him for the time being and leave her on curses just to remind me that I want her on curses. Now, again, if something pops up where we need them, well, we need them, and there's nothing I can do. I'll either have to cancel the curse research or have Jod available to, hey, Jod, do this shit. Let's actually do a quick save and a quicker rest so we can get all my spells back. I never like being unprepared. Everyone's now rested. Everyone has their stuff. And we can go back in and skip a day or 2 to the beginning of the next month. Now, we don't have to skip a day. Just checking to make sure that nothing got dropped off. Agile Sword, that was the last one we had, and this is Dead Space for a reason.